Hello YouTube, it's me, Teacher Joel. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you are probably thinking, where is he? Obviously, I'm not in my normal classroom, but I am aware of the fact that not everyone has a place in their home to create that kind of classroom. I'm also aware of the fact that a lot of us travel and we want to continue teaching while we travel. So today, I wanted to make a video showing you how you can use CamTwist to create a digital classroom when you find yourself in those situations. I did not have a physical classroom for several months. My wife and I moved, and in the house that we moved into, I just couldn't find a place to create a physical classroom. So for those few months, I was just using a plain background and CamTwist to create my classroom, and it worked great. So today I want to show you just really quick some very simple steps to set up a CamTwist classroom and a little bonus introduction to how you can incorporate Google Slides in a CamTwist classroom as a reward system. This video will be a little longer than the others have been, but I promise if you hang around until the end, it will definitely be worth it. This is great information and it's really not that complicated. Before we get started, make sure that you click that subscribe button and that you hit that notification bell so that as I do continue to come out with more content, you get notified and you know to come and check it out. Also make sure that you follow me on Instagram at ESLTeacherJoel. Now, let's jump inside. Alright, welcome to the inside of my computer. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to assume that at this point you have located and downloaded CamTwist and have it installed in your applications. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up and launch it. So here's CamTwist. Now the first time you open it, if I remember correctly, you may not see this preview window. It may pull up like this. I honestly don't remember. Assuming that you don't see the preview immediately, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come up here to View and you're going to just click Preview. Alternatively, you could just push Command P. It's really up to you. Now, you can see they've pretty much laid this out for you. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, and then of course the settings for whichever step you happen to be working with at that moment. We're going to start in Step 1, as you would imagine, and we're going to select our primary video source, which will be our webcam. So we're going to double click webcam, and you can see that my computer is detecting ManyCam virtual webcam. I have ManyCam installed on my computer. It does function exactly like an actual hardware webcam, and I will have to come over here and change mine to FaceTime HD camera. And hello! You might not have to do that. Yours might already select FaceTime HD camera. Maybe you don't have ManyCam installed or any other kind of third-party software webcams. If it pulls straight up, good for you. Now from here, we're going to kind of build out our classroom. So let's move on to Step 2. Now as you can see, I am sitting in front of a blank wall. The idea here is that maybe you're traveling and you need a classroom and you don't have anything with you except your computer. You can build one here. Or maybe you, like me, until very recently, didn't really have a place in your house that you could just devote to being a classroom, and you didn't want to break something down, set something up, tear it down again every single day. You can just find a nice clean wall, sit right in front of it. I mean, I'm pretty close. And you can use that as your backdrop and build your classroom digitally. And less is more. Honestly, less can be more. So I'm going to add a simple border. I'm going to put my name on there, and you're going to see that really that's about all you need. And then as a bonus, I'm going to kind of do an intro to some Google Slide usage as a reward system, because honestly, if you're going to learn CamTwist, you should learn Google Slides as a reward system, and possibly even as a teaching extension. I don't really do that. I'm pretty much a rewards only person, but I've heard good things. Now, let's get into this. So step 1 is done. We're going to move over here to step 2, and we're going to throw in our border. We're just going to scroll down through here to image overlay, double click that, and boom. You can see effects in use. I now have image overlay. But there's nothing there. And that's simply because I haven't added the image yet. You can see right here it says image, and there's nothing in this box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my VIPKid folder that I have put on my desktop for this specific reason. And I'm going to locate the image I want to use, which is VIPKid border. And I did not mean to open that, so I'll go ahead and close it. And I'm going to drag it over into this box. Boom. And just like that, we have a border. It's obviously not in the best place. So we're going to expand it and we're going to move it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to scale it up because it's too small. One thing I will note as you're scaling and moving things, if you're using the preview window like I am right now, the gray bar that says preview is actually covering up part of the video. So if I move my mouse up here, you can see it'll go away. So that was actually covering up part of the actual video. So you need to keep that in mind when you're scaling things, that you have more room at the top than you probably think you do. So I'm going to scale that up as much as I can. I'm kind of ignoring the bottom because I'm going to take that out here in a second. And that will do it. So I've gotten that pushed away from me about as far as I can. And now what I want to do is I want to assume that I don't have a shirt with my name on it. Maybe you just teach in an orange t-shirt. Maybe you don't even wear orange. And you just want to have your name on the screen. Again, if you're traveling, it's one less thing that you have to worry about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom half of this out so that I can put my name down there. So I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to click crop top. Now you're thinking, you just told me to crop the bottom. I know. Doesn't make much sense to me either, but I'm going to drag crop top over until welcome to class is gone. Now there's a little bit of this guy left, but I'm going to cover him up in a minute, so it doesn't really matter. And now, I got to go a little bit more. I didn't notice that. Now I'm ready to put my name down here. Again, assume that it's not here. Let's pretend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here to step 2 effects. And I'm going to scroll down till I find text. Now, there are other things on here that allow you to do text. You can do scrolling text, moving text, thought bubble text. This is my name sign, if you will. It's as if I had my name hanging behind me. So I don't really want this to be a distraction. I just want it to be there for a quick reference. So I double click text, and hello world is not exactly what we want to say. So I'm going to come back over here to settings, and I'm going to delete this and type my name, Teacher Joel. And I'm going to choose, I'm going to hit enter so that it changes. And then I'm going to choose a little bit more classroom friendly font. And what is more classroom appropriate than a font that is named Chalk Duster? So I'm going to pick that. Boom. Chalk Duster it is. And then I'm going to grab this little black square down here where it says position, and that's how I'm going to move the text. And I'm just going to move it right there. And there it is. Teacher Joel, right at the bottom. For me, that's actually a little big, so I'm going to just grab font size here, and I'm going to make that a hair smaller and bump that down a little bit more. It's a little less distracting. Now, I'm wearing a black shirt, so this white shows up pretty well, even though it doesn't show up great on the, well, it shows up pretty good. But what you can do is you can click color here, and you can actually take this dropper tool down at the bottom, and you can come up here and you can coordinate this with one of the colors on your border. I used to do orange a lot when I was teaching without an actual physical classroom. I think in this particular situation, I would probably go with blue, but it's pretty easy to change. And then if you want that to pop a little bit more, like say I'm wearing a black shirt, so I want it to stand out a little bit more, I might change the color of my shadow from black to white, and that lightens it up a little bit. So I still get some color, but it pops a little bit. And there I am. So if I sit back where I would probably be sitting, you can see that's pretty good. I might have to back the computer away a little bit. So the only thing that's kind of missing right now is, what do I do with this area here? And this is where I put my rewards. So like I said, a little bonus Google slide introduction really quick here. So I will come in here and I will click Desktop Plus. Do not double click. Do not double click. Single click, select it, and then click the PIP button. All right, and just like that, you have your desktop in the frame with you. We don't want it right here. We want to take this and move it here. So we're going to come over here to position. We're going to click this black button and we're going to drag it here. But it's still too big, right? So I'm going to scale it down and then adjust it again and get it right into that corner. And that will do it for me. I will also check clear background here just to get rid of that black border on the top and the bottom. Now, like I said, that D that I didn't quite get trimmed doesn't really matter because it's covered up. In fact, some of the F is as well. Now, this is where I will keep my reward system, right there. And like I said, it will be Google Slides. So how do I do that? You will click Desktop Plus Settings. Now from here, you're going to want to confine to application window. Now there are other ways to do this, and I'm not even saying this is the best way. I'm just saying this is the way that I like to do it. It's super simple, nothing to it, and it rarely, if ever, gives me any trouble. So you're going to confine this to a specific application by checking confine to application window. And then you're going to open up the application you want to confine it to, which for me will be this Google slide that I've already opened in presentation mode. Now I keep mine down here on the left corner of my screen and squashed down to the bottom just enough so that when I'm running my mouse over it, this gray control box does not come up over the top of the slide, because in a second they won't be able to see any of that. Now I'm going to come back into CamTwist. I'm going to click where it said no value and select Google Chrome Burger or Booger Dino's Mystery Box, and boom, you can see that now it's changed. and it's only showing me the Google Chrome window. Now, at this point, I still have some cropping to do. So I'm going to click Select Capture Area, and then I'm just going to move this down so that the only thing within the capture area is the slide itself, and then click Done Selecting. And as you can see, now down here at the bottom of my screen, all you can see is the Google slide, and it is Dino asking you which box you would like to choose. Now, obviously when it's time to get the reward, we want the reward to be in the foreground, and we want to take ourselves into the background. And that's pretty simple. All you have to do is click PIP settings, and you will push down to the bottom, swap with video source, and boom, just like that, you're at the bottom. Your awesome classroom stays intact, but now the reward system is in the middle of the screen. And if I were to ask you, can you find the burger? Maybe you would pick number 1, and oh, you found a booger. I teach a lot of boys, and this is a huge hit. And then you try again and you select number 2, and oh, look at you, you found hamburgers. All right, and that's how you get your rewards. And once the reward time is over, we just swap back, and here we are in our classroom. So that's how I set this whole thing up. Now, I use Google Slides every day in every class. That is how I do my rewards. This is only one example. I have a bunch that I like to rotate through. I'm a member of the Google Slides group on Facebook, and I have access to the web app that is operated through that group, and it is amazing. And I'm going to make another video kind of demonstrating how that works, so that you can learn a little bit more about how to integrate this into your class. Some people use Google Slides strictly as rewards. Other people use them as extensions as well. I'm kind of a reward person, but I've heard that it's great for extending as well. Now, real quick, just for fun, let me show you kind of what my screen looks like during a class. What I'll do is I will take the CamTwist window here, and I will put it right there so that the edge of the window is even with the edge of the Chrome window. And then I will take this preview and I will put it right here. And then in this space here, I will have my classroom, and I'll just have it so that the edge of the classroom comes right up against this edge here, and I will keep the timer will be in this area, and that puts the student's face right here, which is directly under the webcam, which I think is extremely important, because if the student's face is directly under the webcam, then when you're looking at the student, it gives them the feeling that you're actually looking at them. So that's where I like to keep the student's face, and then of course my face would be right here, and the slides would be down here. Now, in that situation, I really can't see any of the chat box or anything. So if it's a student that I know likes to chat, I might push everything over just enough to see the edge of the chat box so that I can see if they send a message. Or if I'm doing a unit assessment, I might just push the timer out of the frame completely and rely more on the computer clock, and that way I can kind of keep up with the unit assessment report as we're going through the class. So it just depends, but this is my setup, and this is how I would operate in a digital classroom situation if I didn't have access to a physical classroom. So hopefully that's been beneficial to you. if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if I get enough questions and I need to kind of go back through this, make another video, I would be happy to do that. Even if it's something as simple like, how do I install this on my computer? I mean, if you need help with that, there's no shame, and I'm happy to help. So just let me know in the comments below. And be sure to hit that like button if you liked the video. And as always, if you didn't, if you feel like I left something out, don't be afraid to hit that dislike and let me know what it is so that next time I can cover it better. If you haven't done it yet, please make sure that you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because I really am trying to be aggressive with getting this content out. I want to make sure that whether you're just learned about VIPKid, whether you are just getting started, or if you're at a stage where you've been doing this for a while and you're more interested in learning about ways to better your teaching, that I can provide those resources and that hopefully they are beneficial to you. I love doing this. I've been doing it for a year now, and I just want to share what I know and hope that I can contribute something to this awesome community of online teachers. And if you'd like to join us, if you'd like to become a part of that community, I would also love to help you do that. So if you'll look below in the description, you will find my personal landing page link. If you click that, it will take you to a sign up page. And if you sign up using that link, I want you to email me at eslteacherjoel@gmail.com and just let me know that you did, and then we can start communicating, and I will hold your hand all the way through the hiring process. If you've already signed up and you don't have a referring teacher, then you can use my code, also found below, add it to your application, and then shoot me an email at eslteacherjoel@gmail.com and let me know that you did that. And again, I'll be happy to help you no matter where you are in the process. I'd also love if you would check out my website. And while I've got you in my computer, I've actually got that pulled up, so we're going to slide over here. This is my website, eslteacherjoel.com. I am in the process of really building this out, trying to provide as much information as I can, but this is my homepage. You can see there are links to my VIPKid referral landing page. If you just click those sign up with VIPKid buttons, right here is a get connected button where it will take you to a place where you can send me your email if you'd like some resources, extra resources. We've got some parent feedback for you to check out and a little bit more information on what VIPKid is. I've got a couple videos out that address this, but if you're more of a reading person, here's some stuff that you can read for yourself on your own at your own pace. So that's my website, and I do hope that you'll also look me up on Instagram at eslteacherjoel. If you've enjoyed this video, again, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and until next time, goodbye.